The National Behavioral Intervention Team Association, NaBITA, developed an assessment tool to assist colleges and universities in evaluating student behaviors, determining the generalized risk to the campus, and deciding who would be best to intervene based on the level of aggression. This is a multidisciplinary threat assessment tool, and if you would like a copy of it, please come over to Compliance Services and we can give you one. This multidisciplinary threat assessment tool uses 3 essential bodies of knowledge. The first one is the D scale, and this is a rubric to measure mental health related risk. It's an easy application without needing a high level of mental health expertise, which most of us don't have. It provides a progressive escalation from distress, which is depressed or someone who has experienced a trauma, to disturbance, which is somebody who's disruptive or acting bizarrely, to dysregulation, which is someone who is involved in risk-taking behaviors, hostile, aggressive, and that can then lead into medical conditions such as someone being unable to care for themselves, having poor hygiene. That particular model or rubric is in the left column. In the center column, you have generalized campus risk. So this is dealing with harm to campus facilities, the campus reputation, or the campus financial structure, and potentially violent or injurious behaviors related to the generalized risk of a campus. This can be disruptive or concerning behavior like vague threats or repeated vague threats, escalating into something that is more specific or concrete, and threats that are repeated. And the third rubric or model assesses the potential harm to others through the lens of aggressive behaviors, and that is on the far right column. It starts with a trigger phase, which can be an explosion of anxiety. Then it can escalate into where the person's coping mechanisms are no longer working. They become argumentative. They become destructive. And then it can go into the crisis phase, which is a hostile act or a suicide attempt. So the NaBITA chart is a graphical representation on how these 3 systems or models or rubrics interrelate with each other. So again, there's the mental and behavioral health risk, there's the generalized risk, and then there's the aggression. So for example, a distressed level of mental health related risk corresponds normally to mild to moderate levels of generalized risk, and then they may manifest aggression at the escalation phase. And you will notice that it's color-coded, starting with green and going up to red. And so Mesa Community College has identified the early alert referral system as a green to a yellow phase. Students who are in this area, it's very appropriate to refer them to the early alert program. And then the orange to red phase, this is the crisis management team where you will most likely refer a student to public safety. I want to thank you very much for listening to these screencasts. If you have any questions, please contact myself, Cindy Jepson. I'm the coordinator of college compliance, and you'll see my email address and my phone number below.